All right, we're recording. Hi, everybody. My name's Jennette Bratzler. This is my good friend, Shar.
Hi.
Thank you so much for popping on today to hear a little bit about what we do. Our intention tonight is to really share a little bit about this business and give you some great information that maybe you can decide if this is a fit for you or not. And I want to thank you for popping on. And I also just want to highlight that in this business, we really look for people that we admire and we respect. And we don't get paid a penny when people sign up to be a consultant. We aren't in this business to convince anybody whether this is a fit for you. This journey is for you or it's not. And either one is okay. We're not offended either way. So I'm excited to introduce my good friend, Shar, who gets to live in beautiful Lake Tahoe, and she's going to share about how she got introduced to Arbonne.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I first heard about Arbonne about 5 years ago. I loved the Genius pads. I loved what it did for my skin, but honestly, I was living a really exciting life before Arbonne. I traveled a lot. I was living in Brazil. I lived in Berlin. I got my art degree. I graduated with honors. I thought I was so busy, right? I thought I didn't need it, but I finally took another look when I realized the toxins and chemicals that were in my makeup bag and my shower. And once I realized how clean Arbonne's products are and about this incredible opportunity, I opened up my heart and my mind. And that's my prayer for all of you watching today, that you would just maybe just listen with an open heart and think maybe the possibilities that this might be for you one day, because it's been my 2-year anniversary with Arbonne now.
Awesome.
My life has completely changed, you guys. And I used to have this pride, this ego. I'm an artist. I don't need Arbonne. I don't need extra income. I'm fine doing my bartending. Yeah. Living on a hope and a prayer isn't good enough anymore. Awesome. So now I have big dreams again that I didn't have before.
That's cool.
So.
Well, I love that. We wrote down these things because we really didn't want to skip anything. So we wanted to honor your time and we don't want to forget things. So we're trying to be efficient. But I'm going to share my story. My name is Jennette Bratzler, and I am a national vice president. It doesn't mean much to you. It just means that I'm at the top of 4 levels. It means that I've helped other people be successful. And I will tell you that I never aspired to be the Arbonne lady in kindergarten. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, I want to sell lipstick or mascara. In fact, I hardly washed my face before Arbonne. But prior to Arbonne, I was working in corporate America. I was in financial services, and I loved helping people plan their future. But as I was growing my income, I was also growing the stress and the burdens that I would wear and even take home. And so I started dreading Mondays and living for Fridays. And I wasn't even 30 yet. And I thought, gosh, this is what I absolutely said I would never do. I would never be that person. And so I started thinking, what could I do that I could enjoy, that I could replace the corporate income, that I could have more time, and so I thought, okay, I'm going to go back to school, because that's what I was taught to do. You go to school and you work your 30 years. And I was in the midst of working full-time and going to school full-time. This business was shared by a friend of mine that I just loved and respected. And I ended up hosting a workshop just to learn about toxins that I was putting on my body. Even though I didn't do those types of things, but I heard the philosophy, and like Shar, I was like, I could not even wrap my mind around what I was putting my body in. I didn't want to be in sales. I didn't feel like I had a ton of friends. I was very concerned about what people would think. And yeah. But what got me, there was a few things that got me. I was floored when I saw the generous compensation plan. I could not believe it. I knew that I was thinking, gosh, is this true? How does this work? What does it take? And I also love Arbonne specifically is working on being the #1 company that gives back. And I don't know where your heart lies, but I feel like everybody has a cause that maybe keeps you up at night, or something that you just want to do more or give more to. And Arbonne doesn't just think about it, we do it. And so we're really striving to be the #1 company that gives back. And that, to me, was like, okay, that sounded like that was a company that I can get behind. So we will talk a little bit about the compensation plan, but I just remember thinking, there's no way that people can make this amount of money and still have flexibility, right? That's what I wanted. But I decided to do my homework, and I begrudgingly became attracted to this idea of, gosh, I could decide where I work. I could decide what my day looks like. I could actually even decide my income, right? If I worked a little bit more effort, I would work smarter instead of harder. And I couldn't say no to it once I really knew what it was. And so yeah, that's a little bit of my story.
Yes. And gosh, please just try to imagine, if you can, the freedom to live life you dream of just by introducing people to products that you already love. That is the beauty of our business model. We're word of mouth. I mean, really, that when you get down to it, you're talking about things that you already love. We have over 400 products, so you don't have to love all of them. If you find 5 or 10 that you love, and I get excited just to see how other people are creating success in their own life through this, because I didn't know Jennette 2 years ago, and now she's like my best friend. Like, who gets to work with her best friend, right? And she is helping me grow my business, and it's such a blast. So one of the favorite things about Arbonne is that we rise by lifting others. And in my old corporate world at the bar, you could never really get out of where you were. And I don't know about the company you work for, but I could never hire someone and say, I hope you are outrageously successful and I hope you promote past me and even out earn me. No one. But that is what Arbonne is. So what is Arbonne? Arbonne started about 38 years ago in Switzerland. We are a beauty, health, and wellness company, and we have over 400 different products. So think pure, safe, beneficial skincare, nutrition, bath and body, hair care, sun care, cosmetics. You name it, we have it. And we have all kinds of seasonal things like Christmas things. It's super fun. What makes our products different? Okay. So there's lots of buzzwords flying around right now. Vegan, zero waste, green, carbon neutral, green, organic, right? So think 40 years ago when it was like Tang and Aquanet and right, Arbonne was already formulating.
We were not even 40, but that's what we that's what they
older than I am, yeah. But we're vegan, which I love. Not only are we vegan, we don't test on any animals. We are paraben free, mineral oil free, no artificial anything, non-GMO, organically sourced, soy free, PETA certified. What's most important about Arbonne, the thing that I really learned is that it's what we don't have in our products more than what we do. So what we take out of our products. So they're all botanically based, they're scientifically proven for results, because we all want results. I want results.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to hurt my body in the long run by getting rid of wrinkles in the short term, right? So we take out all the nastiness, and we are pure, but we also have third-party clinical tested results. So our nutritional products are tested by the Mayo Clinic, and we pay for third-party testing after our products are already derived, instead of just testing the ingredients, which is what a lot of people do. They test the ingredients first, but they don't have the money to test the product after it's been made. And that's where Arbonne really has a difference, and I love that.
So yeah, let's talk about the business opportunity. Yes, that's what you want to know, right? Like, what is network marketing? Or maybe you're like, oh my gosh, pyramid scheme. I thought that. Char probably thought that. Maybe you're thinking that, and we're just gonna put it on the table. Here's the deal. When I looked into this, I realized that we are just sharing these products and getting compensated. And that's one thing I loved about it. And so with network marketing, it's literally word of mouth advertising. And so like we say, it's someone's getting paid for the advertising. So maybe it's Sephora and their advertising team, or Whole Foods and their product placement and all of those things. But instead, we put our money back into our products, have a more pure product, but then also send us as consultants a little thank you check for introducing our friends and family to products that we already know and love and trust. To say, hey, try this mascara, try this eye cream. Hey, I'm feeling good. I got rid of my Christmas pooch. And so it's just an effective distribution channel where the manufacturer ships to the consumer, and it cuts the cost of the middleman. So it just really eliminates those middle steps if you're thinking supply chain. Um, and we sell it because we love it. We sell it
Yep.
because it's made an impact, because we have experienced the difference. And like Shar said, we're already recommending so many things. We're at the mall this Wednesday afternoon, and people are running around, and you can see at Mac, they're an Apple. I just was there, and they were like, the lady that wasn't getting paid was recommending the Apple Watch that I just bought for my husband, right? And so, you go to the movie. How do you figure out which movie to watch? Someone tells you. And so that's what we do. And that's, we get to do it and also help people get healthy at the same time.
Yes,
so.
I love that. I think the deciding moment for me, the aha factor for me, was I was driving down the freeway and I saw this truck that had a huge Jägermeister sticker on the back of it. And I was like, Jägermeister is not paying him
yeah.
to advertise, but he's doing it for free anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the difference with Arbonne, is that we talk about how much we love it, but we actually get a check, and that's amazing. So when you have a consumable product like we do, that product, first time I buy a mascara, right? Before I was a consultant, my girlfriend, Jennette, got the money for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordered again, and I order again, and I order again. My mom orders. I tell her once about it. She loves the eye cream. She keeps ordering. So it's a passive income. So, and then instead of giving your money to Walgreens or Sephora,
Mm-hmm.
I'm supporting Jennette's family by buying a mascara from her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what we do here. So that's what a passive residual income is. Another aspect of this business is time leveraging, which is something that I never really thought of before. But I used to work at a bar, and if I didn't show up at the bar, you could bet my boss would not get his butt behind the bar and make all my drinks and make all my tips all day and then leave them for me. Right? But with Arbonne, I work 10 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
And she works 10 hours a week, and we train 4 more people to work 10 hours a week. And then all of a sudden we're getting paid for 60 hours of work
Mm-hmm.
when we only did 10. And that's where the leverage component comes in. So if I train 20 people to work 10 hours a week, I get paid for 200 hours of work, even though I physically only did 10. And that's really the beauty of this business. So they're literally compensating Jennette for training me, compensating me for mentoring other people to grow their business. So if you bless others with your time and you pour your wisdom and experience into them, you will help them succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love about this business.
Yeah. And going back to the kind of pyramid idea, I think that for me, I really had this big, misconception about it. And what I realized that in my old job, that there was only one person at the top and only a few there, there's that middle management layer. And then there's, a lot of workhorses, and I can get to a couple rings up, but there was no way I was going to get to the very top. With Arbonne, there's only 4 different levels of this compensation plan. And that's the bottom line. There's only 4, but both of us can earn. Actually, Shar can out earn me, even though she's been doing Arbonne for less amount of time. And I think that's the beautiful thing. That's what makes it not a scam. You get to get paid on the efforts that you put into it. And so knowing that there's only 4 different levels, we're going to just talk about that, because if you're giving up time or exchanging time in your life, you want to know, okay, how much money can you actually make at this? The first level is district manager. So as a district manager, people are making that in a month or 2. You're making between $500 and $1,000 a month. And so think about what that would do for you. You could pay your rent. You could maybe pay off some of those student loans that everyone's got looming over their head.
Car payment.
Yeah. Extra babysitting. The second level is area manager. Most people make that in less than a year. I would say 5 to 6 months. You're making between $1,000 and $4,000. So think about that, $1,000 to $4,000. What would you do with extra? And keep in mind that time leverage. Most people are still working their corporate gig. This is a side hustle. This is a vehicle that allows you to say yes to more things, right? And so $1,000 to $4,000. Maybe you get to travel. Yeah. Maybe you are getting to pay your mortgage. Maybe you are getting out of debt. Maybe you can go from full-time to part-time, right? We work with a lot of nurses that are like, I don't want to work 4 days. They just want to work 2. Perfect. Do some Arbonne on the side. At this point, your business is willable. So if something were to happen to you, it would continue to pass on to whomever you choose.
Love
The
that.
third level is regional vice president. So you're making between $4,000 and $14,000 per month. That's amazing. Now, that's probably replacing most of our corporate incomes.
Mm-hmm.
You also get an $800 Benz cash bonus, which is awesome. No one's going to complain about driving a Mercedes Benz.
Beautiful white Mercedes. Who doesn't want
one? And so that's an average time of 2 years, right? And so maybe you guys spent more than that. I know Char and I spent longer than that in school, right? And so that's amazing. The top level is national vice president. I promoted there in 4 years. And the average income is $22,000 a month. You also get $1,000 cash bonus for your Benz. And the average time is 3 to 5 years. So I did all of them in the average. And I just love that there's a place for everyone. So maybe $500 would make a huge impact. Maybe it's your Disneyland fund, whatever. Maybe you're like, gosh, wonder if this is actually true. And you could replace your income and you get to just say yes to designing your day. Yes to deciding what your day looks like, to dropping off your kids or picking them up or traveling the globe. Or, we work with so many people that have different passions, but this is the vehicle to pursue them. And so I guess we'll just go into hesitations, because I feel like if you don't have hesitations, you're probably not really thinking
about it,
or you're not. I had a million, so that's normal. I would say one of the things I was kind of scared of was like, how would I fit this in? I was working full time, going to school full time. I volunteered in our community. I had a family. And what I have found is that busy people get things done. Mm-hmm. You know how to manage your time. You know how to time block. And at the end of the day, I knew that if nothing changed, right? Mm-hmm. And so this was a vehicle for me to ultimately have more time. And so I cut out those lunch breaks and worked my business for 20 minutes. I gave up some sleep at 6 a.m. I gave up, my TV, trashy TV that I may or may not have watched. So it was exchanges.
Sorry, housewives. Not today. Gosh, maybe you're afraid that you don't know enough people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What I've learned through this business, I thought the same thing. Who do I know?
Yeah.
Who do I know who would want this? Who do I know who would care? But you know what? It's not who you know. It's who you meet on your journey. It's who you meet through the people you know. And the best thing about Arbonne is you get so much training. Mm-hmm. You learn how to talk to people. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a total skill. So, you can grow your business in so many places, not just the United States, the UK, Canada, Australia,
New Zealand,
Poland. Mm-hmm. And we are in the early stages of global expansion too. So we only have a 1% to 2%, I would say, brand awareness. So it's really a ground floor opportunity. Arbonne's been in business for almost 40 years, but we're still on the ground floor. There's still so much growth. So, and by the way, I did not know Jennette prior to Arbonne. I will say that. 2 years ago, we met. 2 years ago, she asked me, and now we're like best friends.
I know. How many people on your team that you knew before Arbonne? Handful?
Yeah, maybe 3.
So let's see. I was thinking also, okay, how would I add another expense? Like, I don't have enough money for this, but here's the deal. My husband noticed right away. He's like, you're already buying a lot of these things. Mm-hmm. Now we're redirecting an expense of my mascara, my lipstick, my body wash, my diaper rash cream. Everything that we were buying from Sephora and Whole Foods and CVS and Target, now I get to shop from my own store and turn it into an income. So that's number one. Number two, I looked at all the other investments. So anything you're else looking to do that you can make an income like this, I would guarantee that the investment's so much bigger. And so just kind of considering that, like, gosh, we spent 100,000 times more in our education, or if you're looking to do a brick and mortar, it's just the expense is so small, but you're getting healthy products in your hands and sharing them. That's what you do.
Love it. So another hesitation I had is I didn't want to be in sales. I didn't want to be that sales lady knocking on your door. Hi, Arbonne here. But you know what? When you're passionate about something you love, it's easy to talk about. Mm-hmm. So I just like Jennette said, I was buying mascara anyway. I was buying night cream anyway. So it's not really that you're like a crazy sales lady. It's that everybody has skin. Everybody takes a shower. It just depends on what's in the shower that you're using. So when I fill my house with Arbonne and people come and they see that I love it and they see, okay, she's doing all right.
She's looking good.
Then they give it a try. And you know what? We have a 45-day money-back guarantee on everything. Yep. So let that be a little security blanket for you, because
I do want to say though, the best, we have all these products, but the best product we have is this business.
Mm-hmm.
It's life changing. And that's the thing that we always say that we love to help people get healthy, and people are thinking about it. But what keeps people up at night is how are they going to pay their bills, and how are people going to have more time for their passions, for things that matter most for their families. And if you're looking for an opportunity to make extra income, or where you can work from the comforts of your own home, from your phone, from building your own hours, choosing how much you want to work to make the income that you want. Maybe you want to pay for your kids' college in cash. Maybe you want to build your dream home. Maybe you want to go on a mission trip. We actually just adopted our third child because of this business. That's something that we couldn't have been able to do, but I don't know what your dreams are. And you don't know, I dare you to just write some down and just start thinking about that.
Yes.
But gosh, this is just a simple way to be able to build and create a life truly by design.
Yes.
And so that's kind of my last thoughts on that.
Yes, so. I love that. And I will just say one more thing. If you keep doing what you're doing, where will you see yourself in 5 years? That is a question Jennette asked me 2 years ago that made me really take a look at my life. And so I would ask you to think about that. And so whoever shared this video with you, you can think, are you a 1, 2, or 3? Number 1 is, okay, maybe I want to try some products at an awesome discount. And whoever showed you this video can talk to you about how to get some crazy discounts and try these fantastic botanical products. Maybe you're 2. Maybe you are thinking about, maybe you have some questions. Maybe you
feel like this is for real.
Yeah. So talk to whoever sent you this video and host a little event. Let them show you how they work. Let them show you what they do. Maybe you're a 3. Maybe you've been praying for something different. Maybe this isn't the vehicle you thought it was going to be in, but so I really encourage you, talk to one of us or talk to who sent you this video, and we would love to share more with you. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.